Hi everyone, let's continue with video part B. So let's look at this example. An ordinary deck of 52 cards consists of 4 suits, cups, diamonds, hearts, and spades, of 13 denominations of each ace, 2 to 10, jack, queen, and king. So have you played this cards game before? I hope you did. But don't gamble. We only play it, okay? So let's answer the following questions. Part A. How many unordered poker hands? 5 cards are there. Okay. So unordered poker hands. 5 cards. So order does not matter. Okay. So we have 52 cards total. We want to pick 5. Right? So how do we calculate? We start with 52 and then we count down. So 51, 50, 49, 48. We count down and we need 5 numbers, right? And then over 5 factorial. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, then we can plot these numbers in our calculator, and let's do 52 times 51 times 50 times 49 times 48 divided by 5 divided by 4 divided by 3 divided by 2. Okay, my answer is 2598960. Do you get the same thing? So I strongly recommend you, before you do each part, pause the video and try to do it on your own first. And then you can continue to play the video and check your answers. Do we have the same answers? Alright, let's continue. Part B. Okay, how many flushes are there? Okay, so what is flush? What is straight flush? What is full house? So in case you don't know what it is, I provide you a chart here. Poker hands. Royal flush. Nothing beats a royal flush. This is the best hand in poker. It's very rare. It is a straight flush from 10 to 8. Okay, it's a flush. So they have to be in the same suits, either all hearts or spades, etc. Okay, and the numbers must be consecutive. Okay, and in this case, it has to be 10 to 8. You cannot be like 9 to king. No, it has to be 10 to 8. Okay, that's royal flush. Straight flush is the second best hand, just like a straight, but the cards are all in the same suit. Like in this example, are consecutive spades. Okay, and then we have 4 of a kind. So as the name says, it's 4 of the same cards, and the hand is complete with the highest cards on the table or in your hand. Okay, so we have 4 of the same card and the other one is any other card. Okay, full house, a combination of 3 of a kind with a pair. The full house hand that has the highest 3 of a kind cards wins from other full houses. Okay, flush. 5 cards that are all the same suit. These don't need to be in any order. If 2 players have flush, the player with the highest card in the flush wins. Okay, straight. A series of 5 cards that follow each other, but they are not of the same suit. Ace can follow a king or start a straight followed by a 2. Okay, so we can have 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, or like 10, jack, queen, king, A. Okay, next, 3 of a kind. 3 cards of the same kind, for example 3 ace, but the other cards are not the same, so it's different than the full house. Full house we need 3 of a kind with a pair, but now the remaining 2 cards are not pair. Okay, two pairs, two set of two cards of the same kind. For example, two kings and two queens. The last card to complete the hand is the highest card that is left available. Okay, so pair two cards of the same two cards of the same kind, and for example the two eights, but the other cards they're not pair, they're just any three other numbers. Okay, and then high cards you have none of the above and only a single card, like the eight in this example. Yeah, maybe it's time to fold. Okay, so I hope you have some idea about the names of those poker hands. Let's continue. Okay, how many flushes are there? So first we want to pick a suit. So let's separate into steps. Step 1, let's pick a suit. Okay, and there are 4 choices, right? Hearts, diamonds, clubs. Oh, that's clubs. So this is clubs, hearts, diamonds, spade. Okay, so pick a suit. We have 4 choices. Step 2. Okay, step 2. We want to pick 5 cards within a suit. So pick 5 cards within the suit. Okay, so that means we have 13 cards and we choose 5. So that's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 divided by 5. Oops. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so plug this number in your calculator and I got 5,148. So far so good. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. That number I already multiplied by step 1. Okay, so let's do it again. So 13 and okay, so we have 1,287. So that's why the total number is 4 times 1287. So the answer is 5148. Okay, so this is part B. Let's look at part C. How many straight flushes are there? Wow, straight flushes. Okay, what do we need? We need... Okay. So straight flushes. First, we want to pick a suit. Okay, so step 1, we want to pick a suit. There are 4 choices. Then step 2. So, what can the 5 consecutive numbers be? So it can be A 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 10, J, Queen, K, A. Okay, how many are there? Okay, let's count the numbers. So this is like number 1, this is number 2, this is number 10. Then we have 10 of them. Okay, so we have 10 possibilities. Possibilities. That's why the total number equals 4 times 10 equals 40. Okay, so that is part C. And then D, how many full houses? Well, full houses, let me use a different color. Okay, so full houses, we need 3 of a kind and a pair, right? So let's separate into steps. Step 1, 3 of a kind, right? And 3 of a kind. Okay, how many? So okay, let me draw it here. Okay, let's separate the step as we want the 3 of the kind. So here we only want to pick the number, okay, of that kind. And then step 2, we want a pair, okay, a pair. Let's pick the number of that pair. And then next we want to okay, so we want to find the suit of step 1, and next we want to find the suit of step 2. Okay, so here are the steps. So keep in mind, we want to have 3 of a kind and a pair. So 3 of a kind, they're the same number. So how many numbers total? We have 13 numbers choices. Okay, so that's why we have 13 choices. And then for a pair, well, the first pair, you want to pick a number different from step 1, right? So that's why we only left with 12 choices. So here we're only picking the numbers. Okay, next we want to find, okay, what are the possible suits for 1? We know there are numbers, but we have 3 cards out of 4 suits. So we can have 4 suits, and we want to pick 3 suits to arrange the 3 of a kind suits. Okay, so that's why 4 choose 3 is 4. For example, it can be hearts, spades, and clubs, or it could be hearts, diamond, clubs. It could be hearts, spade, and clubs. It could be diamond, spades, and clubs. So 4 different suits it could be. Okay, then step 4, find the suits of the pair. Well, we have 4 suits and we want to pick 2 of them. So 4 choose 2 is 4 times 3 and over 2, that's 6. So it could be heart and diamond, or spade and clubs, etc. So there are 6 possibilities. And finally, what's the total number? Well, the total number is we multiply the possibilities in each step. So 13 times 12 times 4 times 6, that equals 3,744. Okay, so that is part D. So far, so good, everybody. All right, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Can you calculate all the numbers for each kind? Yeah? Okay, so let's do it here. So what we have done, we already calculate part B, flushes. Flushes, we have 5,148. Okay, so flush. Let me put here. So flush, we already calculate that as 5,148 flushes. This is what we have already calculated. And straight flush, 40. Straight flush is right here. So 40 we already calculate. And next we have full house. Full house 3744. Full house 3744. Okay, so for those we already calculate. Right now, let's compute the rest. Let's see. Okay. So first, royal flush. Well, royal flush, it must be 10 to 8, but there are 4 different suits. So that's why the number here equals 4. Okay, so straight flush, we already computed, right? So if in some definition, if they want a straight flush, but not include the royal flush, then the answer will be 40 minus 4, which is 36. Okay, in some definition, the straight flush does not include the royal flush. Then in this case, it's gonna be 36 because you want to subtract that 4. Okay. All right. Let's continue. 4 of a kind. Well, 4 of a kind. So first let's separate into steps. So first step, you want to have 4 of a kind. Let's pick that number. Okay, so we have 13 choices. Okay, and second step, we only have 1 card. The remaining 1 card. 1 card. And how many choices are there? The number we have 12 choices. Let's look at the suit. Well, the suit of number 1. Oh, because it's 4 of a kind, it already include all the suits. So that's why let's just look at the suit of step 2. Okay, that 1 card, we can have 4 possibilities. Okay. So what's the total? The total is 13 times 12 times 4. Oops. So 13 times 12 times 4 is 624. So far, so good, everybody. Okay, full house we already calculated, and we separate into 4 steps because for the 3 of a kind, you can also pick the suits. That's why compared to 4 of a kind, you have 1 more step. Okay, flush, we already calculate, and let's continue. Straight. Okay, straight. A series of 5 cards that follow each other. Okay. So, let's see. First, we want to, okay, so first of all, here is 5 consecutive numbers, right? Let's number the steps. So first steps, we want to pick the numbers. So the number, it could be start with A, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10, Jack, Queen, King, A. So there are 10 choices. Okay, this is step 1. Step 2. So unlike the straight flush, they cannot be the same. We can pick the suit. Okay, so pick the suit of each card. Okay, there are 5 cards, and so each card there are 4 choices for the suits. That's why it's 4 to the 5. Okay, so the number that's from step 1 and step 2 multiply together. Okay, what do we get here? So 4 to the 5 times 10. This is okay, 10240. So this is number from step 1 and step 2, but you also counted the straight flush. Okay, because you pick those shoots, but it is possible the shoots you pick, they're all the same, then you're gonna end up with a straight flush. But if we want to emphasize if it is just straight, it's not straight flush, then this number should be, this total number subtracts the straight flush. The straight flush is 40. Okay, so that's why we get 10,200. Okay, so just straight, but not straight flush. The number is 10,200. Okay, let's continue. Next, 3 of a kind. Okay, 3 of a kind. Let me use a different color here because it's kind of close. I don't want you to get confused. 3 of a kind. So we have 3 cards, and then the other 2 cards are different 2 cards. So first, let's pick the number for the 3 of a kind. Okay, so we have 13 choices. Okay, so we pick that number. There are 13 choices, and then pick the number for the remaining 2 cards. Okay, so what is that? Well, how many choices are there? We have, okay, so how many choices are there? We have 12 choices left, right? And we want to pick 2 cards from it. So this is 12, choose 2. So 12 and let's see, 12, 11 over 2, so that's 66. So far, so good, everybody. Okay, and then let's continue. Then you want to pick the suit for all these cards. Okay, so let's pick the suit for step 1. Because you have 3 of a kind, so you have 3 suits already, so you are only missing 1 suit, so that's why there are 4 choices. Okay, and then we want to pick the suit for step 2. We get 2 cards, right? But each of them we can have 4 different suits. Okay, so that's why we have 4 times 4 is 16 choices. Okay, let's see, what's the total number? We have 13 times 66 times 4 times 60. Okay, find our calculator. 13 times 66 times 4 times 16 equals 54912. Okay, this is 3 of a kind. Okay, let's continue. 2 pair. Okay, so how do we calculate 2 pair? Well, 2 pair, let me use a different color because in order to not confuse. So first you want to okay, so we want to 2 pair, we have 2 of a pair of a number, right? So first of all, we can pick 2 numbers inside 13 numbers as to form to be in the pair. Okay, so that's why we have 13, choose 2. Okay, so those gonna be Oops, sorry. Or actually we can pick together. Okay, so we pick the numbers first. Okay. All right. So we have, yeah, we pick the number in the pair. Okay. So we have 2 pairs. Okay. So that's why we have 13 choose 2. Okay. So 13, 12 divided by 2. That's 13 times 6. That's 78. Okay, so second, pick the single card. Okay, so we already have 2 numbers, right? So the single card, how many choices left? So 13 numbers total, we have picked 2, so we have 11 choices here. Okay, so we have 11 choices. Okay, so now you can see we first pick the number, and then for the number we pick the suit. Okay, so for the first pair, okay, for the first pair, let's find the suit. Okay, so what's the number of way of suit we can pick? With 4 suits we pick 2. So 4 choose 2 is 4 times 3 over 2, that's 6. Okay, and number 4 for the second pair. Okay, what's the number of suits we can pick? Also 6, right? And then finally for the single card, how many suits we can pick? 4. Okay, so the total number is 78 times 6. Step 2 is 11. And then times 6 times 6 times 4. So put this in our calculator. I got 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 2. So far, so good. That is 2 pair. How about a pair? Okay. Let's see. Do we have enough space? Okay. Let's see. What color that I haven't used? How about pink? Okay. So for a pair, okay. Let's do it here. So a pair. First step, we want to pick the number on the pair. Right? The number on the pair, we have 13 choices. Second, the remaining 3 cards. So the remaining 3 cards, we can pick the number. The number is, we have 12 number left. So we want to pick 3 of them. So 12, 11, 10, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is 12 times 11 times 10 divided by 6. 220. Okay, so after we pick the number, let's find the suit. Okay, the suit for the pair, we have we pick 2 suits out of 4 suits, so that is 6. Well, that's 6, right? Because we already calculated many times before. So, and then we want to pick the suits for the remaining 3 cards, but each of them we can have 4 suits. So 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So what is the total number? That's 13 times 220 times 6 times 64. Okay, 1098240. So far, so good, everybody. Okay, finally, high cards. None of the above. None of the above. Let's see here. Okay, so we call what's the total? What's the total? We have 52 cards. We choose 5 of them, right? And this we calculated before. That's exactly our part A, right? The answer is 2598960. Okay, oops. That's 2598960. And so then we're gonna subtract all of the above. So 2598960 minus, okay, wire flush and straight flush together is 40. 4 of a kind is, okay, let me use okay, so those two together is 40, and then 4 of a kind 624, full house 3744, flush 5148, straight these 10200, 3 of a kind 54912. Oops. And then 2 pair 1 2 3 5 5 2. Pair is 1098240. Okay, we're gonna subtract all those numbers. Okay, now so 40, and then 624, and then 3744, and then okay. What is next? So, okay. Oh, so for the flush, 5 cards in the same suit, the flush actually contains the straight flush. So this guy contains the straight flush. Okay, so if you want to add those, you don't want to double count the straight flush. So that's why you do 5148 minus 40. Okay, the next 10200. Next 54912. Next 123552. Next 1098240. All right, almost there. So use your calculator, plug in all those numbers, and you will get 1302540. Okay, so far so good, everybody. All right. Okay, so that's all of it about Parker hands. Okay, and I hope through this exercise you can understand how we can separate into steps, and we can separate into cases, and then how to count. Okay, permutations is when order matters, and we use combination when we don't care about the order. Okay, all right, if you have any questions, don't forget to print screen, and you can ask me in class or office hours or email me. Have a nice day. Bye.